The Honda Accord is a pretty solid used car buy given its gleaming reputation, but if you're considering a used one, you might have questions like which years did mid-cycle updates add heaps of feature content value? When did the hybrid engine become available? Which model years offer a manual transmission, fuel efficiency improvements? And just how many generations of Honda Accord are you going to see if you're shopping in the past decade, back to 2014? Well, let's start there, but we're going to cheat just a little. We're recapping a decade of Honda Accord, remember, but technically this 9th generation model launched in 2013, so you're getting a bonus year here. This was the last generation Accord to have an Accord Coupe, which was discontinued after 2018, the final model year for this generation. So the 9th generation Accord on your screen comes coupe or sedan, and engines included the first North American application of the 2.4-liter direct injection 4-cylinder with 185 horsepower, as well as the North American debut of the latest version of Honda's 2-motor hybrid system, and the 3.5-liter 278 horsepower V6 on higher grade models. With V6 power, the Accord came 6-speed stick in the coupe with 6-speed automatic available, and standard in the sedan. So there's no V6 6-speed manual sedan, though you can have the new 4-cylinder engine with a 6-speed stick. The Sport trim grade makes a good value here, especially if you wait until 2015 when it included a sunroof as standard equipment. So from 2013 when it launched through to 2015, changes to this 9th generation Accord were pretty minimal, but then a major update arrives. So model year 2016 brings a major mid-cycle refresh to the Accord. So from 2016 and on, we've got an updated and more alert look, a multitude of upgrades to the body and chassis that build off of each other for a more upscale drive. And now Honda's first ever application of Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Honda Sensing safety technology is now available, though not standard on all trim grades, so shop carefully. This answers the call of shoppers who are now demanding the latest driver assistance technologies at lower and lower prices than ever. And elsewhere, all Accord models benefit from updated LED lighting, new fabric and color on board. There's a new 7-inch display screen as standard, and that's paired with a new 7.7-inch instrument cluster that's now standard too. An aluminum hood trims nearly 20 pounds from the Accord's weight, though the engine and powertrain choices remain the same. Then in 2017, the Accord Hybrid hits the road with an update of its own. Building on the Accord's refresh the year before, the 2017 model year Hybrid gets a more powerful and efficient version of the 2-motor hybrid system originally launched earlier in this generation. So from 2017 and on, the Accord Hybrid has standard Honda Sensing safety tech and a peak output of 212 horsepower from its next generation hybrid engine, and improved trunk space versus earlier Accord Hybrid models on account of a smaller battery. So minimal changes applied early in this generation, but then a major makeover in 2016 and an all-new hybrid for 2017, and then for 2018, we get to meet an all-new Accord again. Here's the 2018 Accord, the all-new 10th generation machine, and the big news this time is 10-speed automatics, for the first time ever in a front-wheel drive car by the way, as well as what Honda says intended to be a dramatically lower and wider stance than the previous 9th generation car. So in 2018, the Accord Coupe is gone, the V6 engine option is gone, and now under the hood it's a pair of turbocharged 4-cylinders and the driver's choice of 1.5 or 2 liters, with continuously variable transmission or 6-speed stick available on both engines depending on the model you select. The 1.5-liter turbo does horsepower and torque at 192 apiece, and comes with 6-speed stick or CVT transmissions. The 2-liter makes it 252 horsepower and 273 pounds of torque, and that comes with the 6-speed manual or 10-speed automatic. The hybrid engine even gets some further tweaks to its thermal efficiency, as well as new external hybrid components that have been downsized and repackaged to give this Accord Hybrid the same trunk space as non-hybrid versions. So now with the new Accord launched for 2018 alongside the new Accord Hybrid, changes are pretty minimal for the next couple of years. This model goes on to sell strongly, earns tons of awards, and Honda pretty much leaves it unchanged until our next milestone model year. So fast forward to 2021, the 10th generation Accord has now been on sale for 4 years or so, and it gets another update to its styling, tech, safety, and drive. The front grille has been widened, the forward radar sensor is better integrated within it, there are new LED headlights on all models with specific improvements designed to provide more light wider and lower to the road, as well as new wheel designs and color choices. And inside, from this 2021 model year update and on, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay remain standard but now become wireless, no more cords required. The hybrid engine benefits from updates that focus on a more direct and immediate throttle response, and you really start to see this hybrid engine become a contender to the smooth and quiet torque and natural driving feel, and overall refinement commonly found in pricier cars. Auto-stop is added to the 1.5-liter engine for 2021, and the two turbo engines each get updated management software that improves control and response while leaving power output unchanged. Even the brakes have been updated for smoother, low-speed engagement in traffic and while parking. There are some safety enhancements with the 2021 Accord putting blind spot monitoring and a rear seat reminder system on all models. Touring and hybrid trims both now get low-speed braking control, which can help prevent collisions during parking maneuvers. And the Honda sensing system now gets smoother braking and lane keeping functions that feel more natural and smooth. And fun fact for you, the steering wheel and dash controls for those systems now feature industry standard icons for the first time too. So no major changes to note for the 10th generation Accord after that major update in 2022, but then the year later in 2023, we get to meet an all-new Accord again, and it's a pretty good one. So here is the 11th generation Accord, which launched in 2023, fresh out of the factory and cruising northern Ontario during a fairly recent road test report, which I'll link for you down in the description below if you're watching on YouTube, and be sure to consider clicking like and subscribe while you're down there so you never miss a new upload. So now we've got the latest 4th generation update to the hybrid engine. Google built-in comes to the infotainment system for seamless on-the-go connectivity. The hybrid engine is up to 247 pounds of torque and smoother than ever. Literally, this is one of the smoothest hybrid engines on the road today. And the new skin wraps a body that's 70 millimeters longer than its predecessor. The long hood and flowing fastback roof generate a more premium silhouette, and interior passenger volume and rear legroom are class-leading. So the amount of interior space they've crammed into the overall size of the Accord here really becomes pretty impressive. Key upgrades include 15-watt wireless charging for your smartphone, a more than foot-wide available central display screen for hybrid models, now available in both sport and touring. And the 1.5-liter engine and CVT transmission get tweaks to improve noise and vibration, while the 2-liter turbo engine is gone, replaced by the hybrid, which is probably what you want anyways. And that brings us to today in 2024, where the new 11th generation Accord has now been on sale for a year or so, and through its evolution in the past few generations, you're seeing the Accord emerge as a very serious contender in the gas hybrid sedan space for years to come. So when you look at this chronologically from back in 2013 when the 9th generation Accord launched, there starts to be this big push to really dial up the drive and equipment, and to really dial in that hybrid engine, and we're on this sort of accelerated rollout with a few major updates coming in relatively quick succession, all of which leads us to the latest Honda Accord here in 2024, but also leaves this trail of really good Honda Accord years behind it for used car shoppers to consider. And if you understand those a little better now, then leave me a like if you're watching on YouTube. In Sudbury, Ontario, I'm Justin Pritchard, and we'll see you in the next video.